That should do it. There you go. There you go. That now we're live. Sorry, that might have been my fault. I thought OBS was being stupid. Turns out it was me. Sorry about that. We're in. Okay. You can also see my tabs, I think. So just ignore my tab and ignore my chat GPT asking for help there. I need to put an announcement over on the Discord. So yeah. Well, there is actually an announcement, but yes. So we need to get the stream link. Actually, can we get the stream link? I'll do that from my phone actually, so you don't see all my tabs. Come on, guys, I gotta have some secrets. It's not showing up on my phone actually. Someone paste the stream link in Discord general, or in the YouTube stream chat actually. Then we can get things underway. So for those that were wondering why it was, let me see if this actually wants to work now. No. This is why I hate OBS. It just doesn't seem to want to do anything. So for those that were wondering why it took so long to to get the stream up, it basically, I was pressing start recording rather than start streaming, and I was wondering why OBS wasn't sending the video to the stream. Turns out that was exactly why. So, yeah. That was fun. Actually, let me just do this. I'll get the stream link myself real quick. So let me just... Yeah, okay, there you go. I think that means you can't see my... That's weird. You can still see my mouse movements, but you can't see my my actual thing. Okay, I can't... Oh, there you go. I've got the live stream. Technical difficulties. Totally professional. Alright, let me go spam everyone. Awesome. Everyone's got it. Awesome. Alright, we're in. Okay, let's get this underway. How are we doing today, everybody? How are we doing? Are we doing okay? Why is it saying I started 38 minutes ago? It's most definitely not the case. Also, I can't join it, so that's fun. I'm looking at the one on YouTube. I just want to make sure everything's good before I actually start. Nope, the one on YouTube is being weird. Okay, thank you, YouTube. Sorry, stand by. I need to try and figure... For some reason, does it work on the app for those of you watching on YouTube? Does it say there's more than one birthday stream? Because that's what it says for me. And obviously, that's not meant to be the case. Give me the... Can I open it in the YouTube app, please? There you go. Okay. I have it working now. Awesome. Sorry about that. Slightly slow start to the stream there. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, the timing's a bit weird, but... Well, Rise of Flight, the stream. I doubt it. I doubt it. Anyways, what should we play first? That is the question on everyone's minds, I'm sure. What was I going to do? I've completely forgotten what I was going to do. Don't know. Sure, it's not important. Oh, yeah. No, not literally what game, what vehicle. It's probably going to be mostly a War Thunder stream. Because, you know what happens? I load up Enlisted and everyone leaves because no one cares. So, I don't think there'll be much Enlisted this stream. Well, I suppose it would only make sense that I start the stream by playing... Thank you to Primogen. Actually, no, I won't play the Super Saber first. I'm going to play vehicles... Well, I'll play it at some point. I'm mostly going to play vehicles that... the vehicles I really like in this game. Starting with the T-34-85. Because I've got one next to me. Which is awesome. Normandy. Full up tier, because of course it is. I am going to play the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to play the KV-122 first, because that's quite a fun little tank. Let me know if it's too loud, anyway. If the audio is too loud, let me know. I assume it's not too bad. Perfect. Alright, well, someone else in the game chat is complaining about the up tier. No, I'm not doing an air show today. That's way too much to organise. And knowing you guys, it won't go very well. No offence, but if we're going to do an air show, I'd rather organise it. I might do one later, not today, but at some point. And knowing you guys also, your displays vary in quality quite a lot, especially when most of you guys still haven't figured out how to land without crashing. Doesn't make for a great air show, I've got to say. Okay. What are we shooting at? I would say we're in over our head in this full up tier, but we're really not. I mean, we've got the IS-2's gun. Oh, so satisfying when you have to use the tank rocking to aim the gun down and get your shot off. Maybe a custom battle. If we hit at least 20 viewers, I will do, in one go at least, I will do a custom battle. 25, actually. We'll go with 25. So grab everyone you know and put them on here. Okay. Volumetric, my favorite. In fact, that was literally the shot that killed the tiger in the Victory Is Ours trailer, so not really sure how that bounced. Okay, well, they're killing our friends. Oh, gosh. They're about to be killing me. You want to make a comment in a vintage story? What's a vintage story? Oh, yes, please. Okay, we're going to be careful, because I have a feeling these tigers are going to push as soon as I start reloading. But there's so many targets everywhere. Okay. Oh, he bounced. You're going to regret that one. Well, he survived, but he's been wounded. Oh, hell no. 1v1 tournament? I don't really like War Thunder 1v1s. It's a team game, and in a game like War Thunder, it just comes down to who gets off the first shot. It's more like a Mexican standoff sort of thing, rather than an actual full-on battle most of the time. The heck just shot me? Oh. Okay. Problem with this, well, not just this tank, but any of the Russian heavies, really, with the big guns. Is that they can't kill anything quickly. Which means they're not ideal for dealing with large groups of vehicles. Like that. But hey, at least we got him. Hope it was worth the trade. Now I'm going to play the T-34, as promised. Yeah, 5.7 megabytes a second download speed isn't that bad. It's pretty decent. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. They released like a micro update just before I started the stream. So there's that. So yeah. But anyways, how are we all this frabjous Wednesday? I'm sure to most of you it is just a regular Wednesday, unfortunately. I was in class as well today. Oh, hello, 4005. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I spent half my day in class, so I didn't have it. Oh, angle. Yee, take your time. Wow. I guess he just doesn't want to aim. Tiger had many business days to... Really? Okay. I would have thought it was over-angling there, but I guess not. Well, he dies anyway, but... Yeah, so I was just in, I was in class today. Which is... It was alright, to be honest. But obviously today is my birthday. Which, in case that wasn't obvious by the title and the thumbnail, it is my birthday. Hooray! The big 22. Which, to my knowledge, is actually, believe it or not, on the younger side of War Thunder content creators. So, there's that. Shark saying an ME262 game. I don't like the Pulse Aura. It's not as funny as it seems, to be honest. Afternoon Snazzy from the great state of Minnesota. All the way from Minnesota. Most happy birthday to you from an old codger. Thank you, sir. Oh, hello. But yeah, no, thank you to everyone who's been wishing me a happy birthday. Hopefully all your wishes will come true and I end up having a happy birthday. It's been alright so far. Haven't really done anything to celebrate yet. Like I said, I've been in class all day, so... Yeah. Alright, there is a dude down there, but I think I'll wait for him to leave A before I go commit to the beach. What are we shooting at? Oh my god. Wiggle. Angle. Come on. Angle. Maybe not. Okay, not the best T-34 game, I won't lie. This has not been ideal. Also, yes, some of you may... maybe the Kika. I might play the Kika, actually. Some of you may have noticed that there are ads again on the channel. Oh, you can actually super chat. Okay, you can actually super chat. Good to know. For those that wanted to super chat me, because some people brought it up yesterday, you can actually super chat me on the stream. Alright, let me tell Sneaky that. Damn it, I was typing! No, that doesn't count! Okay, well, I'll have to do another game of this, because this isn't going well. Can I oh wow, I can super chat myself. I don't really see the point of that, but okay. Especially if I donate like £3 or something. I don't actually receive all £3, so technically I just lose money by donating to myself. No, not the Squadron one. Sharks, I don't enjoy the 262 in this game. It's not that good. I will, however, play the Kika. Not that that's that good either, but it's at least tolerable. I'm waiting for the KI. Oh, all my Japanese crews are bad, though. Oh, this sucks. This is not good at all. Oh, I thought I had a skin for this. I guess I don't. Rip. They really got to update the model of this. You can tell how crusty it is by zooming in. Shame. Alright, well, if you want to join for either a 262 and or Kika game, then let me know. Looks like Sharks is first in line. Oh yeah, now it looks Japanese. Awesome, okay. I didn't even know... oh yeah, Sharks does have the Kika because he's got the R2-Y2s. The first one nearly made it onto my top 5 as an honourable mention. Because it is bad. There's no reason... well, it's not unusable. There's just no reason for it to be at its batter rating, that's all. Love me a crusty plane. Hey, Joseph 2000. Nice of you to stop by. Actually, you know what? Actually, no. I'll scrap that. And there he is, the man, the myth, the Basher Ben Dorgate. He's back again. Let me just double check something. Okay. No, I'm confused. Getting so many texts. Everyone's saying happy birthday to me. It's quite wholesome. All right. We're doing... no. What? Wait, why does it say... oh, is it because I've got it on ground realistic? That's why. There you go. So we have somewhat multicultural at the moment. I haven't played this thing in a while, but it's not quite as sufferable as the... honestly, the KI-200, I didn't even realize they'd nerfed its fuel load. That was quite a shock, actually, because I remember it being like 6 minutes, and that, trust me, 6 minutes isn't good. But now it's 4 minutes, and 4 minutes is borderline unusable. Someone recommended in the comments saying, oh, you should try it on 30% throttle. You can make the fuel last way longer. I was like, yeah, great, but then I'm just stuck playing it. I've just handicapped myself in order to stay in the air. No other plane in the game has to do that. So, for that reason, yeah, for that reason, it made it on the list. Because a plane with no fuel, well, yeah, you know. And compared to other 8.3s, I mean, you could be flying a Sabre, so what's the point, really? Well, there are many ways War Thunder is not realistic, like with the T-54 E1's fuel load. So, yeah, take that as you will. All right, we're greeted with everyone's favorite game now, Waiting Thunder. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, no, never mind. We're in. The South African here. Awesome. Got people from around the world. What did you buy yesterday? What, the KI200? It's, yeah, it's not great, is it? This thing, the only real downside, I mean, they changed the flight model a couple years ago. It used to be really, well, relatively slow, but turns quite well. Now it's actually quite fast for some reason, considering it's meant to be a slower 262. Because, I mean, look at the aerodynamics. It's clearly not a 262. Now it's faster, but it doesn't turn as well. So they've kind of just made it into another 262. I love the sight on this. It's just a stick. You could tell Japan was having to cut corners by this point. We meant to have another plane with us. Where is he? Oh, there you are. Still, only, what, 100 rounds? That's not great. Also, I accidentally took minimum fuel, so I've only got 7 minutes. That's not good. I'm going to be the annoying one. I'm going to self-promo in chat. Can you move your Saturday streams back to YouTube? I can. I can now, anyway. I don't really see why people couldn't just grow up and move to Twitch. It's not that hard. But now that I kind of... Well, I only started Twitch because it was an alternative to YouTube. And at the time, I couldn't monetize YouTube. Now I can. I kind of don't need Twitch. So I guess we're going back to YouTube. Fingers crossed there's not going to be any issues this time. No mistakes this time. Oh no, someone's put a bounty on my head. One Piece style. How many berries do you get for killing me? Or arresting me, I guess. Either one. MiG-15 squad's an idea, considering I don't feature it very often. I wonder how that's going to work. I assume the MiG-15s will either get a new model or a new skin, because their current default skin, which I've always found kind of weird, is the Korean one, and now that the Koreans are just coming to the game, how's that going to work? I always found it weird that it's the only Russian plane in the game where the, other than the premiums, where the default skin is not Russian. Oh, Christ. LA-200. Everyone's... Oh, my God. There's more than one. Okay, this plane doesn't turn too well. Don't head on. You're not going to enjoy that one. Okay, he's good. Okay, I'm never going to catch an LA-200. That's just not going to happen. A MiG-9, though, I could have a go at him. No longer Twitch. Not really. I only did it because at the time I couldn't monetize YouTube, but now I can. I technically don't need Twitch anymore. Okay, how are we going to deal with this LA-200? Oh my God, this thing turns bad. The best way I could describe this plane is primitive. It's a very primitive jet. And I still can't catch up to him. Great. That plane is so annoying. What battle rating is the LA-200? Because whatever it is, it should probably be higher. Okay, I kind of haven't found anything to shoot at. Well, Banshee, I'll go for you. You don't get an air brake either. I mean, neither do the 262s, but... Oh, he's going low and slow. Okay, this is going to be an easy target. Oh, I might as well hand feed me. Look at this. And of course, I was going to say, of course I don't kill him, but I nearly missed him there. The best thing about these Japanese late war planes is the sound of their 30 mils. They sound so chunky. It's very satisfying. Oh, Fabby 545 is from the game that we're playing. They saw our announcement in the chat. Bugger. Okay, this guy shouldn't be a difficult kill. And there he goes. Can I ninja an assist? Oh, yes! Sneaky. Sneaky referenced. Okay, we're running pretty low on ammo and fuel. So let's see if I can get this MiG-9, then return to base. I don't actually have the 8.3 MiG-15, so it'd have to be the 8.01. Oh my god, what just happened? I don't even know what happened there. Alright, with that I'm going back to base. Wow. Okay, taking him quite a big hit there. Well, Sharks, you did better than all these clowns. No offense, Primogen. Should have picked a Kika, clearly. Where's the base, anyway? Is that over there? Yeah, my plane had a quick moment of Ultra Instinct there to get out of the way. Just suddenly moved at light speed. Okay. Coming in hot, sort of. Snazzy, what are your thoughts on the French? I swear people keep asking me this. I do make fun of them fairly often, because it's a tale as old as time to joke about the French if you're English. I mean, they've been to war more times than any other two countries in the world, so, you know, they would do the same. My actual thoughts on the French, I don't really know. They're alright, I guess. I don't know too many French people personally, so they're not my favourite European country, though. That would probably be Germany. Or the UK, because that's where I'm from. I think it was 116 years, technically, or something like that. Foxtrot plays. I'm pretty sure that's not true, or if it is, it's unconfirmed. Actually, that would make quite a good one, though. I'd be more than happy with that, actually. Because all we know is that the Dreams Come True event is going to be a plane, and it's likely to be American. So if it is the Flying Pancake, I'd be more than happy. They haven't confirmed that it is that, because obviously they would confirm that when it gets released. But there's like dozens of American planes you could have. But it has to be something weird, like something really weird, to fall in line with the KV. Well, the KV-7's not that weird. It's got 3 guns, yeah, but it's no weirder than the SMK. But it's got to fall in line with the TOG-2 and the Sturm Tiger. So it would either be the Flying Pancake or the Goblin would be my suggestions. Say hi to Fabby545 here on the stream and in the game. He was flying a Thunderjet. The Kato bar carriers. Whoa, rocket assisted takeoff will never not be cool. I don't think in real life it was quite that fiery. A lot of the rocket-assisted takeoff footage, at least in the Cold War that you see, is quite smoky, rather than just these big old rockets like you see that would go to space. The XF-85 Goober. The Moonbat, yeah, that would be cool, but I mean, it is weird. It's a weird plane, but I don't think... I'd personally rather that just came to the game as another event or a premium. Thank you, Ace Man, for saying happy birthday. How's our squad doing? Are we doing alright? We are best squad, but... Oh, I forgot to change my fuel load again. Oops. I assume if they add the Flying Pancake, it will be the later one, not the early one. Because you have the Vought V73 or something. And then you have the Vought X F5U, I think it's called. And the XF5U is the one that actually had armament and plans to have folding landing gear, and it's the one in World of Warplanes, basically. For those that want to see what it is like, check out my World of Warplanes video. Yeah, the Goblin would need an air spawn, or if they really wanted, they could make it a modification for like a premium B-29 or something. That would be funny. Or like a folded B-29, so you could unlock the B-29, and then you could unlock one that carries the Goblin. That would be quite funny. Like maybe you could sacrifice some payload, maybe half your bomb load, in order to carry a Goblin. That would be really cool. So that's an idea. Because I don't think it gets any landing gear, so that will be interesting trying to take off or land it. Thank you so much to Basher for the super chat. It's nice to see super chats again. We've had a streak of battling YouTube, and this is a nice day. Literally one day after getting it fixed. Nice day to have it back. So thank you. Oh, hello. You slipped past our defenses. It's nice to have monies again. Well, hopefully this works this time, but it probably will. So, but thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome birthday and many more to come. Happy to have met you and very grateful that you're my friend. Isn't that sweet? Sharks, you may just have to accept that America has a lot more chance. The only reason it won't be America is because they've had 2 fairly recent events already. So yeah, which is a fairly good reason, but yeah, I think the American amphibious tank thing going on at the moment, I think that's a bit too soon, because like we had another American boat tank thing earlier this year, so it's weird that we're getting another one. I don't know. I still hope it's an American plane. If not, it'll be the P1101, but I don't know. I'd personally just rather that either came to the game as normal or just another event, rather than use up the Dreams Come True slot. I mean, for many it would be a Dreams Come True, so it fits the description. Ow. That thing sounds funky. Am I actually going to get outturned by it? Hey, there he goes. Okay, who's left? I don't want to activate an order. Wait, I already did activate an order. Okay. F-102 event? Nah, I mean the F-102... The F-102 is going to be a weird one because, I mean, the Delta Dart should have been a normal... As cool as it was, it shouldn't have been an event plane. They could probably add more in future, though. The Delta Dagger is going to be hard to balance because it only gets rockets and missiles, so it's going to be hard to play. So that would have made more sense as an event plane. So it's not like accessible to everyone because you might get some noob that unlocks it and then it has no idea what they're doing. Whereas if it's optional, then the people that grind it out are probably going to be, you know, they're probably going to know what to expect. So, yeah. But I still want it to come to the game. I don't want it to be Dreams Come True, though. There's other vehicles that could be Dreams Come True. Like the Starfire, I mean, that would be... But sadly, that's just a dreams come true for me and some of my fans, rather than the community as a whole. Who are the Greeks coming as a subtree for? It better not be the US, otherwise it... You know, if the Greeks come as a subtree for the US, and then they're the one that gets the Delta Dagger, that will be quite annoying. I mean, that wouldn't make much sense. Like, why are you giving it to them? Alright, that game went on for quite a while. Oh, wow, I actually got 4 kills. Okay. We'll take that. And that is my Kika Spaded, I think. Yes, it is. Awesome sauce. Right. I don't think I'll play the MiG-15 yet. For those, if we actually do want to do that. I don't play the MiG-15 very often. I don't like the guns. And I don't like the roll rate. So, yeah. We do actually have room for one, but let me decide what we want to play next. Hellenic subtree for Israel. That's a bit random, isn't it? They can already see that adding Israel was a bad idea. Having to pair them with just random countries. I mean, what does Greece and Israel have in common other than being near the Mediterranean? On opposite sides, actually. You want to play the vampire? Really? Okay. I mean, I haven't played the vampire in a while, but there's kind of a reason for that. Ew, why is it such a high battle rating? Doesn't make any sense. Blue and white on the flag. Oh yeah, actually that reminds me of the not to get too political here, but the video on social media of the lady that takes down these flags, saying stop supporting genocide. Takes down these flags from this cafe and doesn't realize they're Greek flags until the owner comes outside and is like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, you're supporting genocide." And it's like, these are Greek flags. It's like, oh, are they? Oh. So, yeah. Average, yeah. The intelligence of some of these people should be questioned. What should we play next, though? P6M Seamaster. I don't think it'll be the Seamaster. Although that would make it the only jet-powered float plane. But there's other planes that could be that first, like the Saunders Roe SR-1A or SR-A1, whichever one it is, and the Sea Dart, which is an American, the only supersonic seaplane actually. What about the 190 with the X5? We have the 190 with the S4 or X4, whichever one it is. I'm yet to try it out in a game because I have no idea what the keybinds are for it or how to guide it, and there's nowhere in the game that it actually says so. So, yeah. I mean, they look cool. They look very retro-futuristic. It's just a shame they haven't mounted it on more planes, because I'm pretty sure some Ju-88s could carry it. Like, this plane, I'm pretty sure, could carry it. I'm pretty sure there's probably a 190D that can. I'm fairly sure the 335 was planned to have it. And several 262s, so... Oh, WASD. Was it? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? That doesn't sound fun. I mean, there's not much point in using them, really. A World War I game. Oh, God. Can't you pick something... What are we playing now? Alright, chat, vote for something. Vote for any vehicle, preferably a fun one, to play. I don't have the 162, and for good reason. Alright, we'll see whichever one is most popular. Unfortunately, literally everyone is saying a different thing. Does YouTube have like a poll feature? I'm pretty sure it does, but I can't remember how you do that. Community moderation? No? I don't know how you do it. I made it clear in my video I didn't have the 162. I said it at the start. I said if I had it, it would be in the video, but it wasn't because I don't have it. Oh, that's in. Oh wait, what? Why does it show mine spaded stats even though I don't own it? That's weird. I do have this on a test drive. I thought I was going to do a video on it, but yeah. There's annoyingly not many just normal Russian skins for the MiG-19. It's also annoying that there's not a normal MiG-19 in the Russian tree. I mean, look at this. How many MiG-29s do we have? We have 1, 2... Okay, we only have 2, actually, to be fair. Alright, how many flanker variants do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they're both flankers. Don't try and tell me there's a difference between these two. And we got 2 MiG-23s plus a premium one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 MiG-21s. And we've only got 1 MiG-19. What's up with that? It's not even the normal one as well. It's got a stupid little blip of a radar in front of it. I don't like it. I prefer the one without the radar. It looks better that way. I'm getting sidetracked. Happy birthday, Snazzy. It would show spaded stats if you received a test drive, then it expired. Ah, that makes sense. That's how I got the, Oh, what vehicle? It was an event vehicle. Oh, yeah, the Delta Dart. That's how I got that spaded. Because I received a test drive, then I unlocked it while the test drive was still active. So I didn't have to stock grind it, basically. Actually, you know what? Now that we're talking about it, why don't we try a Delta Dart game? There should be enough people in the chat that have it. So, who wants to be brave and play the Delta Dart? Oh yeah. Style points. And before you say, no, I'm not going with this camo. Chads use this camo. Or this one. I can only take the first few people that say yes. So that is Basher, Sharks, and... Oh gosh, now I've got to choose. Unfortunately... Nice of you to join, Primogen. Unfortunately, lots of people are saying yes. Okay. Fine, we'll do I Like Bananas first. Please don't trip, you can be... Actually, no, you don't have it. The rest of you can figure out who goes next. Okay, here we go. Last time I played this plane, it actually went quite well. I think I got like a 4-kill game. That sus country says that some kid dislocated his shoulder at school. Guess what the school nurse gave him? What, a paper towel? It's got to be a paper towel. Blue paper towel. Alright, everyone ready up, and then we can get going. Paper towel, of course it is. Not even any blood in a dislocated shoulder, but paper towel anyway. They always reminded me of very sore injuries. It would be like from when you fell over on the tarmac and you, like, graze your knee quite badly. It's just very red or just bloody. And so I can just picture the stinging wet paper towel on it. Oh, no. Alright, ready up, people. Otherwise, you'll be jettisoned. Basher, that includes you. Right, everyone is now ready. Awesome, let's do this. Okay. We get an airport. I'm actually going to take minimum fuel, missiles, and fuel tanks, just for reference. Whoa, my god. Don't know why they spawned at supersonic speeds, and I didn't, but... Alright, let's go to the left. Okay, here we go. You tell me you're joining a game? Oh, when you're joining a game. I will do that next time if you remind me before I press that. Okay, it's quite hard to do formation flying at supersonic speeds, but... Oh, I see something. Let's see if I can try not to forget to, the radar controls of this. I swear, I still haven't quite figured out how they work. They only seem to... Whoa. Okay, we got Arrival. Arrival 106. This doesn't get flares, does it? So he can't dodge our missiles too well. It turns pretty well, actually, so he might be able to. This will be interesting. No. Missile. Radar lock, please. Okay, we don't need radar lock. Whatever. Okay, the cloud is confusing our thermal imaging, or thermal heat seeking. Switch back to guns. And there you go. Cannibalism. Alright. Burt indeed. Okay, who's next? Oh my god, those hunters are scary though. That Ariete will be hard to hit. I'm gonna go for the F4C. Oh, that was terrible. Oh no! I told you about those hunters. He got two of us. Yeah. You gotta pay attention with these. Alright, well that didn't go particularly well. You know what, just to make it fair, I'm going to make an entirely new squad, allowing new people to join. Not necessarily for another F106 game. F100 game, yes, we should. I suppose it's time. Sorcha, welcome aboard for the Super Saber. Okay, alright, Super Saber. Who wants to be a Chad in the Super Saber? You can be a 104. I feel like, well, at least it's still a sentry fighter. You might end up leaving us behind a bit, but maybe. Alright, well, in the meantime, while we wait, choose a skin, actually. Choose a skin. We have default silver and red. Sea camouflage from Nam. Thunderbird's camouflage. Sky Blazer camouflage, which is probably my favourite one, I think. Statue of Liberty Wing, which is kind of cool. And this random one on War Thunder Live, or the Marketplace, which I have for some reason, which I'm not a fan of, so probably not that one. Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright, for those that want to know, entering battle now. I'm going to go with the Thunderbirds and the Sky Blazers, so for those that aren't me, they'll see me as the Thunderbirds. For those that are watching the stream, they'll see me as the Sky Blazers. Okay. Right. Air point again. 22 minutes of fuel. Actually, we'll go 20 just to be quirky. Here goes. Do I still have 21 minutes? Well, it's burning down quickly. Never mind. Snazzy, what German jets do you own? Just the 262s, actually, I think. I don't think I own any others. Nothing really drives me to own any others, to be honest. Maybe the Horton, I guess. A little bit overrated, but I should probably go this way, actually. Yeah, the point is, all the snazzy German jets didn't exist physically, and they're in World of Warplanes. Like, if they had, like, the weird Blom and Voss jets, and the P1101, and the Hookerbine, then I'd definitely play German jets more often, but they don't. So, yeah. Okay. I'm taking the long way round, just in case things go wrong again. Oh, it's Goofy Goober from the last game. He was in the Delta Dart. Alright, we got some MiGs, which we should probably prioritize. Whoa. Alright, we should definitely deal with the MiGs first before we get the, okay, well, he's got someone on him, but wasn't there a second MiG-21 somewhere? Oh, there is. Oh, rival Super Saber. Right, we'll let the two MiGs duke it out. Oh, he's killed our fellow Super Saber. He's going to have to pay for that one. Go get him, Wiggly boy! You can do it, I believe! You dodged at the last second. Okay, this is quite intense all of a sudden. Okay. Not sure how our squad's doing. I haven't really been keeping track. Oh, hello. Damn it! Whoa, high-speed dogfights. Oh no, that hunter's gonna get me again! That was a bit close. Is that gonna hit? Oh, we got him! Okay, that frogfoot's going down. B-17 game? I mean, I do have the B-17. Who doesn't? We gotta do a bomber game at some point. Also, I'm pretty low on fuel. But I do have 2 Sidewinders left. It's always me using the orders, guys. What do you want to do? Just fly around aimlessly until they show up? I mean, who's going to find him? I mean, granted, he is on their base, but I'm going to move to intercept. Okay, how are we going to do this? I don't want to just be mean and intercept him straight away on takeoff. Alright, he's in the air, so he's fair game as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I didn't even realize I Like Bananas actually made it into the game as well. Okay. Alright, that hunter gets flares, doesn't it? I mean, I have the speed advantage. I think our turning's about the same. I have the element of surprise, maybe? Why don't we find out? Well, I don't know if he's seen me coming or not. He's seen me coming, but can he do anything about it? Nope, the hunter doesn't turn quite well enough for him to do anything about it. So I'm going to now return to base. Oh, you gotta love the Super Saber. Still my favorite plane, by the way. Not necessarily in-game, but... Yes, okay, fine. We'll play the A36. Jesus. He really wants his A36 game. Is that the last game? Is that the last... Oh, got it. Oh, no, it's not. It's just an AI. But I do have a final missile to burn on him. So we may as well. Whee! For once, this has actually been a satisfying jet game. And we won. Huzzah. Oh, wow. 2 guys on our team got 4 kills. Okay. Give me a sec. Just wanted to find something. Okay, next vehicle. We could do another ground game. But what in? But what in? Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Ground game. Awesome. Sorry, I was spaced out. I will actually... Deciding. I want to play something... I don't know. Something I like, but I'm not necessarily good in. Like the... Oh gosh, got to decide. So many choices. BF 110. Oh, it's Pack 40 God. I'm not reading your username out loud. How is that even allowed on YouTube? What? Awesome. IS-3. Wumbo Sherman. No, not low tier. I don't... No. Low tier's... No. It's too easy. That's my problem with it. It's not fun enough. Oh, yeah, the A36. Alright, fine. We'll do the A36. Then I'll play a ground game. I did say... Tiger 1 Basic. Where is the A... Oh, there it is. Okay. Awesome. And I have a skin for it. Wonderful. Okay. Gotta go full tracer. It's not even... I wouldn't even say it's the best option, but it's the funniest looking one, so... That's what we're going with. So yeah. Alright, just gotta... Everyone is ready. Awesome. Apparently I DM'd myself. Oh, these are just regular DMs. Awesome. Okay, strike aircraft. Here we go. Gotta bring the gun pods as well. Alright, let's try and stick together, people. Okay, the funny Mustang, basically. Whoa, it feels like there's some weird latency stuff going on here. It's kind of bugging out there, but the others don't seem to be. It's just Sorcha making me nervous. Okay, so the funny Mustang. What makes it funny? For those that don't know, it's basically an early Mustang. They realised the Mustang wasn't very good at high altitudes as a fighter, but they thought, hey, we've built enough of them, we may as well turn it into a ground attack aircraft by, well, they changed a couple things. It's basically an early Mustang. Allison engine, nose-mounted guns. You can equip gun pods, bombs, and it has an air brake, because why not? And, yeah. Alright, here goes. But yeah, the reason it's funny is because you have 10 50 cals, and when you put traces on it, it's like the 4th of July. Want to know the story behind the twin Mustang? Well, I know what it's built for, but I don't know how they landed on the decision to do what they did, though. I mean, the Americans weren't the first ones to glue two planes together. I mean, there is more... Oh, rip. There is more to it than just slapping two Mustangs together. Like, if you look at the actual shape of the planes, it is slightly different to a Mustang. But it is roughly that kind of concept. I'm not playing War Thunder Mobile. Ew. Gross. I used to get that when I played World of Tanks. Like, some people would ask, oh, why don't you play World of Tanks Blitz? It's like, why would I? It's just worse World of Tanks. All you have to do is look at the graphics or the controls or even the tech trees and think, well, this is just the same game, but smaller and worse and on a mobile. Wow, these bullets are extra explosive. Or you could be one of those weirdos that plays World of Tanks Blitz on the computer. Then I'm just asking... I do know someone that does that. And I'm just, oh, what is the point? Why? Just why? Play the real game, man. Okay, these are very What, am I shooting napalm? Bloody hell. This is... Wow. No mercy. And we've still got plenty of ammo. Let me see. Alright, we got more planes. Was that all of them? Are there more? Is that GG's? I thought I saw a guy over there, but I guess not. Alright, well... Okay, I guess... Oh, that is the game. Okay. Ground RB. Okay, let's do a ground game. That was quite a fairly casual A36 experience, I won't lie. I'm actually going to play the... I'm going to set up a new squad again. Alright, there's too many DMs. Alright, I'm going to close all your DMs. So if you want to play, you have to DM me again. I will play the... Not this. F2A3? Hell no. Churchill lineup. Ooh. Actually, you know what? I'll play 4-7 Britain, which has a Churchill in it. Has my Churchill Crocodile, actually. I played the normal Churchill 7 a lot. But not... Well, the Crocodile's kind of just the same thing, really. But there you go. Okay. Ground RB 4.7. Okay, not 5.0. Why are we at 5.0? Where's my Typhoon? Ideally, I'll use the premium Typhoon for extra coinage. Got the Avenger, which is cool. The Firefly with a snazzy skin, and the other Firefly which is also cool. Do I need the add-on armor? Oh, fine. We'll add on the add-on armor. All right. So, Sorcher, Basher. Oh, it's Goofy Gober from the game that we killed him in. Awesome. Well, the Firefly, that is kind of the point of the Firefly. It's meant to be a better Sherman, to be fair. That's what the Firefly bit is. Imagine like an Easy A or a Jumbo. Imagine a Jumbo with a 17-pounder. That would be good. Okay. All right. Who else is joining? Need some more DMs. Why are you playing in Sweden? Don't know, but Pashi's got to be different, I guess. All right. While we wait for someone else, I don't think is 4.7 going to allow you in. All right. Goofy Gober's here. Hang on. Let me just go make another drink real quick. I'll be on mute for a second. All right. Let's do this. There's a funky profile picture. Anyone else remember how spooky the Churchill Crocodile was on Battlefield 5? If only I played it. Unfortunately, we've been up-tiered in our Churchill, so... yeah. Imagine if the Churchill 7 got APHE. How sick would it be? That would be awesome. Okay, alright, if only I'd known everyone was going to pick the Sherman. I thought you wanted me to play the Churchill. Well, you can escort me. This will be an escort mission. I don't actually have a St. Gloriana skin on the Crusader. I love 4.7 Britain as well. I would probably argue it's the best 4. Well, it's the one I enjoy the most. Because, well, the 17-pounder isn't nearly as bad as people make it out to be. Well, it shouldn't be, really. It's meant to be a very good gun, but... it's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be. And there's 3 tanks that get it at that batter rating, so... Alright. We have company from Basher. Thank you, Basher. Very cool. Could say it really pounds people. How freaky. I'm not... well, there's people that put bushes on their tank, and then there's people that put bushes on their tank. I am the latter. Okay, I'm not really sure how your AA vehicle has more pen than my dedicated anti-tank weapon, but whatever. Like, where did you pen that T-34? Does it just have APHE or something? What a stupid vehicle. Look, I tried to put my bushes on my tanks in a way that looks somewhat realistic, rather than just clump them all around the gun mantlet or the machine gun hatch. I try, you know, guys, I try. Give me the monies! We wait for no man. I mean, should I be going that way if there was a KV-1? Who's capping B? Is that the KV? Something tells me your 40mm is not going to go through a KV-1. Well, that was the Firefly. Okay. Oh, hell no. Wait, I can't see with the fire in the way. Put the fire out. I can't see, game. Oh, it's the other vehicle. Okay, we're sort of in like the 4 different vehicles here. It's like a D&D squad at this point with our different classes. I've definitely picked the wrong vehicle for this map though. It's too wide. You need like a narrow map where you don't have to keep changing directions. I'm just going to go to their spawn actually. Hell yeah. Hey Snazzy, I don't know what's happening, but I can't hear your stream, and specifically just my stream. Really? Are you sure? I can hear it, so that might just be a you thing. Can anyone else hear my stream? I mean, I can hear it, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, it's quite an uneventful Churchill game, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, rigor mortis apparently is just you, mate. Sorry. Ah, another KV. I'm gonna bamboozle him with the flamethrower. Try to pen me, I dare you. Revolting. The clash of the heavies. Hey, it spoiled my moment. I'm kidding. Well, is there anything really left to do? I'm probably going to J out. Killed by an ITP, apparently. May as well hop in the old Typhoon. I'm just going to put the D-Day skin on it. Awesome sauce. Well, I could kill a KV-1. I just wasn't hitting the shots where I needed to do that. Right, we probably have time for maybe 2, possibly 3 more games. So, decide now. Are there even any enemy? Oh, there is an enemy on the ground. It's still that KV-1. Oh no, it's different KV-1. Alright. There goes that AA. Where is said plan? This is what we call air superiority. You know what? I'm just gonna land. Why not? Well, that was rude. F4F game? Maybe. I'm not sure though. No! You know what we need? We need a Griffin Spitfire game. Because you can never have too many Griffin Spitfire games. Not that we've done one yet, but I'm pretty sure we did one on the Saturday stream. I think. Question is, which Griffin Spitfire? This one maybe? One of the 5.7 ones. We did. I know we did. The 14. How about we all play a variant of the 14? And I'm going to use this 14. There you go. Very trendy indeed. No, we're not the 335. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a new squad. People that want to be in the Spitfires. I hate the 335. I think it's terrible. I don't even think it's a cool plane either. I think it's just dumb. I think it just looks dumb. Sorry. But yeah. So if people want to join, then they can. This Bro River fella. I can invite that fella. Right, how are we doing? Invite. I did invite you, didn't I? You've never heard a Griffin in real life? Only a Griffin Mustang? Where'd you hear that? No, you can't play the K4 because that will probably never get with matchmaking. Oh, you have the Israeli one. Okay, there's a Merlin one, isn't it? Isn't it a 16? No, it's a 9. It's a LF9 but with clipped wings. So we have the Multicultural Spitfire Club. Oh, you're in the Seafire. Okay. Very multicultural then. It's cool. It is cool. It's actually the last of the Spitfires. But it's just not modelled particularly well. Because they made it ultra heavy and not actually that quick. Even though it's... not sure about that. Clipwing Mark 9E. Yeah. Well, it's got the same performance, like top speed wise and climb, as the 5.7 Mark 9s. Unlimited class air racing. Oh, that's why. It's one of those Mustangs. I see. Oh, it's still on ground RB. Oops. I do have the Wiseman's, assuming that's how you pronounce it. I do have it. I've just hardly ever used it. I don't know why. I used it a little bit, I suppose, when it first came out, but I do already have 3 premium Spitfires at 5.7, including a Mark 9, so I didn't really need it. I wouldn't mind getting the Russian one when that comes back, though, because I think that would probably have some cool skins. Well, Sonic Rose, if you're hopping around the Discord, you are in the Discord, aren't you? I was going to hang out in the VC for a bit and just show us some cool videos, including McGriffin Spitfire, because it looks and sounds cool. Assuming this game wants to let me play it. Oh, you're in the Sea Fury. Okay, way to be different. To be fair, we did have a very good Sea Fury game on Saturday. As if we get into a game. It might be a bit too multicultural, guys. Okay. I'll give it another minute, and if it doesn't, I'll have to do something else. Yeah, Sea Fury is nutty. Very nutty plane. Bulge. Oh my. Okay. This is probably my favourite Griffin Spitfire to play. The Razorback Mark 14 with a standard gun arrangement. I think it's very fun. Up and away. Need the Mark 12 in game. That would be cool. Well. Yeah. No, it was the 24 was my... No, that was in my top 5 best, which I probably wouldn't actually put it there. Well, I'd put it there under very specific circumstances. The 24 is my favourite Griffin Spitfire. The 14C is my favourite one to play. But like I was rating that the Mark 24 compared to other 6.7 planes, I think it is the best plane in the game. Well, compared to other 6.7s and lower. Like, if you get it in that 6.7 matchup, it is just unfair. Like, the guns are good, the speed is great, the turning is great, the climb rate is great, and it looks great. So, yeah. And even if you get up tiered, you just outturn all the jets and you can kill them. So, the 22 kind of is the same story, but because they're at the same battle rating, there is just no reason to pick the 22 over the 24. Because it is just worse. All right. Oh, we're nearly at 30 likes on the stream. That's pretty cool. That's nice to see, guys. We are losing. You know, we should probably... Well, we got a Spitfire on it, actually. We should be fine. See, people do play the objectives. I just wish it was... The objectives were more than what they are. Oh, there's a Lincoln. I might escort the Lincoln. Protect the bombers, guys. They need you. I just wish they'd add the Spiteful and the Sea Fang. I don't know if they're necessarily better than the Spitfire because they probably can't turn quite as good, but I think one of the Spiteful variants could easily get up to 490 miles an hour, which is very fast. Let's protect the Lincoln. Need more altitude. Alright, us versus the TA-152s. Luckily, they look quite distracted by the bomber. So I'm going to go for Heretic. Oh yeah, here you go. Ah ha ha ha! In fact, in real life, the Griffin Spitfire did fight the TA-152. So, with two of them being shot down. I think one was shot down by a Tempest, one was shot down by a Spitfire. Consider the Lincoln saved. Oh, a 262. Interesting. This plane is so good. It's got to, I think, in my opinion, it's got to be the best looking prop fighter. Any of the Griffins, but this one, there's something about the Razorback one that looks really nice with the long nose. Oh no, bro, River is down. Wait, does that did the Lincoln actually die? Oh no, that's a shame. All right, I'm gonna help out the Spitfire with the Mustang. Or shall I go after their bomber? Tough choices. Is that P-51H? It's gotta be. It is. Come get me. Oh, I'm not done. That was slight overkill. Wow, that felt a bit brutal there. Fatality. What on earth is going on over there? Is that our base? No, that's their base. Do I go for the 177? Oh, there's two bombers. I may as well. Yeah, there's only one Lincoln and it did sadly die, so unfortunately, despite our efforts of killing the two guys who went after him, he still found a way to get himself killed. Wait, who got friendly fire? Oh, he's probably going down. Okay, let me see if I can get a quick buzz on this guy. Oh, everyone's going in. The Yak 3U, maybe that would be an interesting video. Great vehicles in War Thunder that I just can't seem to get to work. Like, great planes or tanks that I'm just really bad in for some reason. Despite everyone saying they're good. Or everyone else being good in them, except me. The Yak 3U is probably the epitome of that. For some reason, despite being glazed, a lot of people say it's the best Yak or it's overpowered. I just don't do well in it for some reason. I have no idea why. Well, down he goes. Do we not have a secondary airfield? I guess not. Alright, fine. Let's see how fast this thing gets in a dive when we head back to base. We be going fast. It's not a totally steep dive. The I-153's alright, but it's quite understandable if you're not doing well in the I-153 because it is, well, it's an I-153. Pretty fast. Oh, the speed. Look at that. I did one of these blitzing past you at 450 miles an hour. That'd be quite funny. That'd be quite the experience. It's the Prince of Denmark's birthday today. Am I, in fact, the Prince of Denmark? Maybe it is. I mean, to be fair, it's not really relevant, but in that timeline of World War II in the movies that I made, I did accidentally mistakenly label the movie that described the invasion of Norway as the invasion of Denmark for some reason. So you never know. They might as well do a well in the Winter War event. I don't... Am I in that? I don't think I'm in that because it's when I'm... Isn't that this weekend? Or is the Spanish Civil War one this weekend? Because I can't attend it because I'm away this weekend. I'm actually going home for the first time since coming to uni. Well, this year anyway. So that will be when I get my... Well, presuming I get any prezzies and birthday shenanigans with my family. Yeah, Spanish Civil War this weekend. At least I'm doing the night bomber raid with the RAF, the Bomber Command one. I'm going to be one of your escorts this time, rather than the food. Not too bad of a landing. Okay, the last guy is there's a bomber and a 262. But considering these planes and the Tempest were fairly competent in going after 262s. That's probably going to damage the wing. I'm sure we'll be fine. It's Hermann Ab's birthday today. German banker to Adolf Hitler and director of Deutsche Bank. Okay, well, I didn't know I shared the birthday with such wonderful people. Yeah, no offense. Your BF 110 is going to get absolutely chopped by the Mosquito. I mean, yeah, sure, it won't be hard to shoot down some Lancasters, but yeah, it's... Yeah, good luck fighting my Mosquito. I'll keep an eye out for you then. Actually, saying that, you know that audio that gets played again and again? It's the of the American bomber crews. When they first see a 262 and they're like, what was that? It went right by like we're standing still. You know, that one. I did hear another audio recently of a Lancaster bomber crew that it was of them being attacked by a I think it was a 110 on a night raid, and then you can hear over the radio comm that the tail gunner like shoots it down, and you can hear like the voice comms as it happens. It's quite interesting, and you know, you got the tail gunner shouting, it's like 110 going down, I got him, I bloody got him, and then like the crew have a little celebration. So, yeah. I mean, say what you want about British bombers, but apparently it was something like 700 and something German aircraft were lost to Lancaster gunner turrets. So, there you go. Maybe I ought to get a 172 Avro Lancaster model. The next one on my list is a Vigilante, though. Another Vigilante, might I add, because I've got one. Mosquito game. I mean, the next game might have to be the last game, but it depends. That does depend. Right, what is this guy doing? Is he just playing with him, or is this a higher call reenacted? Is the Yak 3 going to escort the Ju-288 over friendly territory? What's going on here? Has he spared him? I wouldn't spare a Ju-288. Normally I'd spare a bomber, but if there's a 288, he can die. Yeah, the Vigilante it's grown on me recently, because beforehand I saw it as this very forgettable plane. Like, first of all, it's a very plain looking plane. Like, it's the epitome of what a jet looks like, really. It's like a very sort of normal looking jet, but it really isn't when you look into it. First of all, it's massive. It's bigger than a Phantom, and it somehow fits on a carrier. Second of all, it's a strike bomber, which is really cool. It's basically a faster Buccaneer that can carry nukes. Third of all, not many people actually know about it. It's quite an unknown plane, relatively speaking. Like, if someone says, oh, you know the F4 Phantom, or oh, you know the Aardvark, or oh, you know even the Super Sabre, they'll be like, oh yeah. If you say, oh, you know the A5 Vigilante, they'll be like, the what? That was in Vietnam too? It's like, yeah, it just didn't really do anything. But it's still cool. Alright, is this guy going down or not? What are we doing? Do I have to put him out? He's not going down, buddy. There you go. You did it. Alright. Well, there's a guy over there. If I activate Blind Hunt, is it just going to target that guy, or is it going to reveal the location of the 262? That's what I want to know. Let's find out. Oh, for God's sake. It's revealed the we already knew where he was. Why can't it reveal the guy that isn't spotted? That's why it's called Blind Hunt. It's not a blind hunt if we already know where they are. Ah, War Thunder, no. Yeah, I know, recon. It did recon, but it was a bomber that never bombed anything. That's like what it was known as, wasn't it? There's also a Corsair over there. But, like, literally every plane in Vietnam did recon, so, you know, I will still make the argument it didn't really do anything. I mean, none were lost to enemy action, unlike basically every other Vietnam War plane. To my knowledge, none were lost to action. It wasn't needed, basically. See if I can intercept this Corsair. Because that Corsair is a speedy plane, despite being a Corsair that's put on weight. But can we get to him before he gets to his airbase? He's faster on the deck. Radials tend to be faster on the deck, I think. Actually, I don't know if I've made that up or not. I might have made that up, but we'll see. The 101 was gone by 69. That's a shame, because the 101 is cool. When is it in War Thunder? Don't know. When do we get its prototype version? I feel like that one would at least be quite easy to balance. Whoa! Was that a stray bullet from that Yak? Is that really what hit me there? Right in the nose. Okay, no sign of... Okay, I guess that 262 just died at some point. I'm sure the Crusader, the Intruder and the bunch of other planes could do recon. Every plane in Vietnam was doing recon, though. Like, the Thunder Chief was doing recon, the Super Sabre was doing recon. A whole bunch of prop planes as well. My pilot turned into Trump. Well, I guess he did. He's also doing a very weird, like, sort of fetal position. Look at that. Like, it looks like he's in the womb. Why is he posing like that? Allegedly, that's how you sit when you're... That's how you look when you're sat in a plane, but... Not sure about that one. Alright, is this guy going to play the game? Alright, I'm going to just end this game because I can't really be bothered. Oh, wow, I actually got team killed. I feel bad. Oh, dear. Oh, the regret is already settled in. I was going to say, I'm just going to end this game because I can't be bothered to see it through, and I'm not going to spend the rest of the stream waiting for someone to take off again. And now I realise that Jaying out actually punished a teammate for team killing me, so now I feel really bad. I'm actually going to do the last game by myself. I've forgotten what the plane you suggested was, but I was going to do a ground game. Oh, a new skin for the Sherman. What's it going to be? Oh, no, I've seen that one before. Okay, never mind. What was I going to do? I wanted to play the Patton, but I don't know. The Patton 3 isn't that good. That's the problem. Actually, you know what? Let's play it. The T-58, because well, and its other family members, I guess. Because it is a funny vehicle, and I need to showcase this thing live. I know I showcased it in a video, but I want to do it live and see if I can repeat the success. Okay, let's do this. Plus, I do have premium for the day, so it makes sense for me to play premium vehicles. I will I play the Mosquito today? Depends on how quickly this match lasts. Please be a down tier. Come on. Have faith! And, well, it's not a full up tier, but... it could be better, could be worse. What can you do? So yeah, Navy-wise, they only have the RF-8, A3 sometimes, and the R-85. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised they were slower than the Vigilante. It's quite a speedy plane. I think it's just wild how many different planes were in service at the same time during Vietnam, and how many of them ended up overlapping with their roles. What is this mythical thing you call a down tier? Oh. I see, you're making a joke. Well, it does sometimes happen, just not this stream, I guess. Well, it's harder to notice a plane up tier or down tier until you've spawned in, because it doesn't tell you your, like, spawn cost. You just have to look around you and say, oh no, there's jets, when you're in a 6.3 plane. But it's also, I don't think it impacts gameplay-wise, unless you are in one of the props that has to fight jets. It definitely impacts your ground games a lot more than it does air games, the up tier and down tier thing. Alright. Let's hope this chonky boy doesn't get spotted out in the open. It's got good armor, but only really on the turret. Well, the hull armor isn't technically bad, it's just War Thunder, so it is. Ah! It's hit my gun elevation. Well, at least we know where that came from. And at least it didn't kill any crew. Right, we're sending in the rat. Never mind, the rat has immediately died. Right, so there's a leopard somewhere out there. And there he goes. Okay, so Leopard has been removed from the equation. Oh my god. Type 74. No escape for you, sir. I was quite surprised how that first shell didn't kill him. It might have hit his, ow. It might have hit his searchlight and then somehow splashed. And not gone through to his full tank. Okay, this is bad. We need our snipers to keep that guy pinned. Seems like we do actually have a guy pinning him, though. Somewhere. There's a T-55. Somewhere over there. Learning all my A5 vigilante lore. Okay, I didn't know that. I take it back. Apparently the vigilante was the best reconnaissance plane the Navy had throughout Vietnam, so the more you know. It's just not very well known. It's just not like a... Well, it's fairly obscure Vietnam War plane. Well, that's not good. Let's see if he wants to... Let's see if he's looking the other way. Let's do the classic. We'll poke out from the other side instead. See if he's looking the other way. He was looking the other way. Great. Okay, I'll take it back. I'm too predictable. He's trying to shoot me through the windows now. Okay, if I'm there... Okay, I can do crew replenishment. Awesome. Yes, just about in the base. Okay, there is a guy literally right there. It's a term 3, everyone's favourite scumbag. Go, 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 go. Please, tank, fix yourself. Go. There is a term 3 over there. I'm going to do a bit of reverse side scraping and see how well this goes. I'm telling you, he was right there. Literally over there. Where was he? Okay, well, while he disappears, let's see if we can get that Type 74 again. Okay, there was another Leopard, apparently. Type 74 has also vanished. Okay, I think we should just make our way into the main town, so I'm not so exposed. Peak Type 58, or T-58 gameplay. I haven't really got to showcase it much yet. Oh, hello. There you go. And there again. Fair enough. What can you do? Alright. Now I'll play this younger brother. Alright, someone's decapped C. Wonderful. It's such a cool tank. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest looking tanks in the game. Look at that. That is awesome. Swedish Tank Mafia. They're out to get me, I swear to God. This tank is basically just a less silly version of the T-58. It's a more maybe realistic version. Because the T-58 looks like a T-54 E1 that just wasn't drawn very well. It's got this huge obscene turret that looks really wacky. And then you got this, which is very sleek and snazzy. There's a Horton in the air. I heard a thing. I heard a thing. I can see the exhaust. Where'd he go? You want to play games with me? That's what I thought. Now I'm going to recap C again. Ow. Thank you. I have no idea what just shot me. Hopefully it was that plane and not a tank. They can't see me. They can't see me. This is peak gameplay, I know. Hiding behind a house. I feel like I'm playing hide and seek more than War Thunder right now, but... Alright, we're on the move. Let's hunt us some tanks. Oh my god, there's literally one in front of me. Oh my god. Okay, well that's what happens when you leave your hiding spot, I guess. Tank with no engine sound. Awesome. Should I play ground or... Well, let's play air. There was a guy buzzing about, so I may as well. Hey, we hit 30 likes. Awesome. That makes this the most popular live stream so far on the channel, which is nice, so thank you. How's the top 5 doing? Not too shabby, actually. Not too shabby at all. Thank you, guys. That's really nice. Good, because that took all day yesterday to make, so I'm glad it's doing well. Yeah, Tank Hunt did not go so well. It's a shame, because I really want to play those tanks well, but this is just not a battle rating I'm particularly comfortable with. It never really goes well, unfortunately. Okay, I can see a missile boy. Oh, that poor light tank. Okay, I should probably save him. Or do I go for the guy that's scouted, or the guy that's capping C? Spoiled for choice. Sorry, Tiger 2. Kaboom. Goodbye. Okay, unfortunately I couldn't save that light tank, but I can avenge him. Actually, no. Oh, hello. Okay, I'll go for someone else. Ow. Thank you. I felt that. Oh, we killed him anyway. That's a shame. You know, I've noticed something since starting this newer channel. I have rid myself of the old curse from the old channel where I would team kill someone by accident in every single stream I'd do. So I'm glad that's not a thing anymore. Because it used to happen all the time. It wouldn't be a snazzy stream without me accidentally getting fined for team killing someone. And I promise you, it was accident. Most of the time, it was either, well, the only ways you really can team kill people. Someone flies in front of your guns by accident. Or you accidentally bomb someone who was too close to the target you were actually aiming for. Hey, I actually watched a documentary on the... Patton series / the M60 earlier by the Tank Museum, so I suppose this is quite appropriate. It is a very nice looking tank, especially with a cool skin like that. Look at that. It screams Cold War freedom. Look at that. That is awesome looking. It's a shame I'm terrible at it, but it's still cool. There's a floating wheel, actually. I think that's one of my wheels. Guess I'm going back to sea yet again. Brilliant. Riveting gameplay. Right through my upper plate. Awesome. Does make you miss World of Tanks sometimes. Alright. Last game of the stream, I promise this time. We'll play the Mosquito like you asked, and I'm going to play the newer one, the NF Mark II. I do have a couple things more to research on the TR-33, as you can see. Do I play that or the NF Mark II? Which one? You don't miss World of Tanks? I miss old World of Tanks. If old World of Tanks had a legacy server, like if World of Tanks currently had an option where you could just log in with a different account and just play the game as it was in, like, I don't know, 2013 or 2014. Mostly 2013. Then I would happily play that, if not maybe just as much as War Thunder. But I'm not, I don't know. It's definitely nostalgia blindness. Even though I didn't even play World of Tanks on the PC at the time, like I played it on console in 2011, and it was great on console back then. It's terrible now, but it's sort of cut off at around 2019. So I had 5 good years of World of Tanks on console. So yeah. Yeah, 5 good years of World of Tanks on console. But even though I didn't play old World of Tanks on PC, I'm still nostalgic for it. And I wish there was still like an old server. No matter how broken it was, I think it's just looks a lot more replayable to me. Even though I would keep the old graphics, the old sounds, and to some extent the old tech trees. Yeah, I think that would be nice. Early Watt is basically what it created so much of the online sort of military tank community, which sounds like a very niche thing, but you know, this was like 2013 World of Tanks and 2013 War Thunder. Those were the days. Those were the days. I say those were the days. I wasn't playing them at that time, but like that was when they both really started to grow. Like World of Tanks had won a Guinness World Record in like 2014 or something, or sometime around then. It was like most players online on a single server or something like that at a single time. So there's that. But yeah, those were the days. Like I wish there was like an old War Thunder server and an old World of Tanks server, still run by the companies, just like keeping the game as sort of a legacy version of it. That would be really cool. Old graphics, old sound design, old tech trees. That'd be cool. Oh, I didn't think I'd spawn all the way back here. We love the Mosquito. Can you believe it? The Mosquito was 5.0 when it first went into the game. I remember those days. Now it's 3.7. It feels a bit weird. New game mode or something? Well, a new game would be interesting. I think ARB definitely needs more objectives. Like some different types of things to bomb. Maybe stress the importance of bombing those things. That sort of thing. And reward the players for playing it. Right, this will be the last game of the stream, just so you know. All right. Sorry, I was reading something, if that's why. Kaijin should enable community-created missions. Well, They should enable a lot of things. But well, yeah. So I think some more niche missions would be appreciated, or maybe just a more dedicated single player or offline mode. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. Heliborn, which is kind of like World of Tanks or War Thunder in the sense that's PvP or PvE team-based helicopter combat rather than plane or tank combat. You can, first of all, you don't have to be an attack helicopter. You can be utility helicopters. Like you can play as a Huey with some rockets and some people inside. You can drop off the people at objectives, or you can drop off cargo at objectives. You can even play as a Chinook, play as a Sea Knight, you can play as a Whirlwind, you can play as a Hind, you can play as a Mi-8. You can play all the sort of different helicopters, not just the attack helicopters. You can play as a Flying Banana if you want to. I think someone just flew beneath me. They did. The point is, fun though the game is, you don't have to play it online. You can sort of play an offline mode, and you can still grind out the tech tree that way, so it doesn't feel like a waste of time in order to play offline. Like, War Thunder does have some single-player content, but it's very bare bones, and there's really no point in doing it, because you don't get a lot out of doing it. And in a grindy tech tree-based online game, you kind of want to be doing stuff if you get a reward out of it. Come on. Okay, this guy's taking quite a lot. There you go. Yeah, Armored Warfare, I mean, it was made by Obsidian, who I think specialised in sort of PvE, offline-y kind of content. But yeah, there were a lot of offline events. Some of them were a bit simplistic towards the end, but got to the point where almost nobody was playing online or PvP just because of how good the PvE was. And I'm not saying War Thunder should replace its PvP, but I think if it had some kind of mode for certain vehicles, or just any vehicle, basically an offline mode that would be worth playing with good rewards, or with a way to grind, then that might be something to look at. And I don't mean enduring confrontation before anyone suggests that. I mean something actually fun, rather than a 3-hour slugfest shooting at ground targets, wondering why you're there. Whoa, what was that? A 190? Excuse me. Oh, the reversal. Mosquito power. Come on, a bit more. We're out of cannon, but we have the 30 cals. We're going to have to tickle him to death. The death of 1,000 cuts. There you go. Let's kill number 3. There's a 190 dying over there. And there's a VL Piramirski. Which do I go for? Ah, I want to play the P63 now. I've just seen one. I always think about wanting to play it and I never get around to it. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, okay, I'll end the stream on a King Cobra game, just because I've seen that guy playing it. I was like, you know what? I'll do the same. Once I shoot down this PE2, if I can with my remaining 30 cals. Never mind, he died quickly. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll just shoot the AI 110s while I wait. If I can. Take notes, Basher. This will be you in that event we do. Oh, his gunner's still alive. Okay. This is not how you're meant to do this. He's going so... Oh, he'll crash eventually. I'll leave him be. Oh, hello. I know who that is. If you're wondering why, it's not me sending a message to myself. It's someone else who manages the channel. It's not me patting myself on the back there. Happy birthday, 15th of October 1944. 12 mosquitoes took off from RAF West Raynham, Norfolk, to carry out Serrate slash AI patrols in support of bombers who were attacking Wilhelmshaven. Suppose that would be the, well, I was going to say pathfinding, but that's something else, which mosquitoes were used for. But yeah, that is. But yeah, good to know. Well, there you go. How relevant. We're playing the Mosquito today, and by coincidence, a rather important sounding Mosquito raid took place on this day 81 years ago. Problem with Gaijin's ground AI is that they are really good at hitting you at range on the move. Not necessarily. I mean, like if you're on about just the trucks and stuff driving around, or the AA gun and emplacements over there, they are not. They basically never. I don't know if I've ever died to one. The base AA is really good, but it's meant to be because it's supposed to stop spawn camping. There's a thunderbolt. Alright, I hope this is quite a fast approach actually, but hopefully I don't rip my flaps off. I wonder what else happened on 15th of October many years ago. Okay, rate the landing, guys. Here we go. Is it going to be a Navy landing or an Air Force landing? Ah, that wasn't too bad. I think that was pretty good. Well, excuse me. Oh, I think that could have gone badly. Whoa. Brilliant stuff. That was pretty good. In your opinion, which is the worst looking... Oh, okay, this will be interesting. I love to hear what people say about this. Which is the worst looking Allied prop fighter in World War II? Because none of them are that bad. Can I exclude France? Because it would definitely be France. I'm sorry, France, but I'm actually going to leave this game because I think the team's got it under control and I want to play the King Cobra. It's got to be France. I mean, what are the main contenders? Are we including, like, really niche planes? Like, not that the Defiant's ugly, but, like, are we going as niche as planes like the Defiant, or just the main ones? Because, well, my answer could vary, depending on what we choose. Like, I mean, what are America's main contenders? You have the Warhawk, the Mustang, the Lightning, the Thunderbolt, the Hellcat, the Wildcat, the Corsair, I guess would be your main ones. There are others, but we're going off main ones. Russia has the Lags, the I-16. I don't hate the I-16, but it's not necessarily a good-looking plane. It's quite stubby. It's quite fat. But they are still pretty cool. However, the French, if we're counting them, because they weren't allies for... Well, they were allies for the whole war, but they weren't exactly frontline fighters for very long. France had stuff like this, and this is not a good-looking plane. It's like a... It's weird-looking fish. And not even like a cool fish, just like a really dumb-looking... So probably this. If we're talking about main fighters, then I guess this would be it. Excludes France. Okay. Oh, well, Britain... see, a lot of people would just say the Typhoon, but I am going to defend the Typhoon. It looks... I'm not going to say having a giant air intake under the nose makes it look nice, but it definitely makes it look cool. It's not, like, pretty, but it's not, like, ugly. It's like a cool plane. It's not an ugly plane. You can say the same about the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt's a very cool plane, but that doesn't make it ugly. So I don't know. There's plenty of, like, weird niche experimental things, but mainline? I don't even know. I'll leave that one up to chat, I guess. Alright, while you guys decide what is apparently the worst looking allied fighter of the war, I'm going to play the King Cobra. which is definitely not the worst looking, because it is, well, I'd say it looks quite nice. Maybe not when it's painted bright yellow, but when it's painted like that, maybe. Does the well, the Firebrand was post-war. It's not even that ugly. It's just a wide Tempest. The original British Mustangs? What? Are you joking? Come on. Slander this man, please. So you're saying your contender for the worst looking Allied fighter is this, really? Guys, what are you doing? What do you mean the long ones? What's a long Mustang? That is the British Mustang. What British Mustang did you mean? The one that is the earliest one. Which one did you mean? Fairy Barracuda wasn't a fighter though. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's not good looking, but it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. The Allies were quite good at putting into service fairly normal looking planes, so I'll give them that. Barracuda would probably be towards that end though, to be fair. Oh, the Firefly. Well, that's not even that ugly. I mean, yeah, again, it's the whole like massive air intake thing. I mean, I wouldn't say it makes the plane look nice, but it doesn't make it look ugly. It still looks cool. The post-war Fireflies looked a lot better, though. I'll give it that. And again, that's, well, it's naval reconnaissance fighter rather than a dedicated fighter. I don't know if there is one. I don't know if there is a flat-out ugly Allied fighter. The I-16 would probably be the nearest thing. The Wildcat. No. What, just because it's fat? Leave him alone. The Mustang Mark 10 was not used, so that doesn't count. We're excluding experimentals. If we weren't, we'd be saying the Skyrocket by default. The Hellcats. No, not the Hellcat. No! What's the Whirlwind? Why do people think the Whirlwind looks ugly? I think it looks awesome. I've always defended the Whirlwind. Mostly because I knew what it was before War Thunder added it. And when War Thunder added it, a lot of people were like, whoa, what is this thing? It looks really ugly. And I was like, what? No. It's like a Meteor, but with propellers. A-10 is most annoying. Well, A-10 wasn't from World War II. Probably something Soviet? Yeah, but what though? Like, you think about Soviet planes, you come up with the Yak-3. That's hardly ugly. I wouldn't say the Yak-7 is that nice looking, but that's only because all the other Yaks look better. I'd probably say, if you're excluding France, then I'd probably say the I-16. And that's not because the I-16 is that bad. I'd think it is quite cool, but it is definitely stubby, and it's not necessarily good looking. The Lag-3, again, is not that bad. It's just basically a small early Yak. I-15. Oh, the Yak-15P. Well, I don't think that counts, because I wouldn't have seen action. I don't even know if that was World War II. IO-2? What? One, it's not a fighter, and two, it's not ugly. Guys, you gotta look in a mirror, sort of thing. Like, you gotta check what planes you're calling ugly here. Oh, the Buffalo. The Buffalo would probably be my choice, actually. It's not... Yeah. I'm sorry, Buffalo fans. I think out of, like, sort of main fighters, I think the Buffalo would actually be my choice. Because, like, it's fat and it's chubby. Yeah, the Wildcat's fat and it's chubby, but compare a Wildcat to a Buffalo, it's night and day. One was actually quite good and doesn't look too bad, and the other one's like, yeah, I'm not sure. I think the I-18... Well, the I-185 does look like a toy plane, to be fair. It looks like very generic and sort of forgettable-looking Russian plane. But I don't think it was used that much, if at all. Yeah. Okay, we'll settle on the buffalo then. That was a good discussion. I would have to say the buffalo is worst looking main allied fighter. Now for the other question, the other end of the scale. This will turn some heads and probably start an argument. What was the worst looking Axis fighter? And we're talking planes that were actually used and planes that were actually fighters. The I-185 is the sort of plane I'd picture on like an aerial. Like, you know where you get like those little... I don't know if aerial is the word actually. You know those like little things you hang above a baby's cot? Like their rocking cot. And you have like maybe like a planet or an animal or a little plane. The I-185 is the sort of plane I picture to be on that. So... Italian 102 Series 2. I don't even know what that is. BV-141. Is that the asymmetrical plane? Again, that's like the obvious answer, but it wasn't... Well, it was used, but they built like 3 of them, so it's hardly mainstream. Okay, my engine has been hit already. Fun times. Oh, there's a mosquito. Okay, our King Cobra's a bit knackered. Ow. Oh dear. Well, somewhat abrupt end to the final game of the stream, but I do in fact have to go. So yeah, I've got to get on with the rest of the birthday, unfortunately. So thank you all for coming, though. It's nice to be back on YouTube. It's nice to be receiving donations again. And it's nice to see that so many of you came along to say hello. So thank you all for wishing me a happy birthday. I will, of course, be active on the Discord, so stay tuned for that. And I will be joining the voice chat in a matter of minutes. So if you want, go to the lounge chat in the Discord, and I'll be there. And thank you all for joining once again. It's been nice to see you. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, if you haven't seen it, then check out my latest video. And of course... I'll catch you all